Howdy ho, my friends. It is me, Nolsey, and you join me yet again for another video, and a Transformers review as well. Basically, in this review, I'm doing again a review on a new acquisition to my collection, and it's another Beast Wars review. Beast Wars 2, I believe. So, today, as you see on the title page, I'm reviewing this guy. This guy is Baboom, aka Apache. Oh yes, he's awesome. Really is cool. It's just an interest. It's got a very interesting, like colour scheme to him. It's just, I don't know. It's very bold. It's a very, very bold paint application to this guy. The camera's bringing it up as a very light, more of a really light blue, but in real life it is actually a little bit more grey. But it's got interesting colour schemes. It's got grey, it's got like bits of gold throughout, and it's got a bit of white on the nose, on the face, and then red for the nose. It's I like him. I mean, he's awesome. He's a baboon. He's a bloody baboon. He's awesome. I mean, this guy goes very nicely with the original Optimus Primal, because with Primal being a gorilla, this guy goes well with a baboon, because it's kind of like, the whole primate thing. So I kind of think it's a good idea that they went down and brought in another character that was part of the, the species of the primal species. The only thing that happens like a gimmick in this mode is, as you can see here, that lever. Basically, if you open up the mouth, like so, and you push forward on the lever, you go, if it works, there we go, kapoo! Basically all it is just, it basically pushes the cannon through. I'm unsure whether it actually fires the missiles at the same time, but I don't really think it does. But inside there is actually where you store his cannon, but two missiles, as you can see either side. So you push that back in, push the missiles back in, and it all nice and snugly just stays in there. And I think it's a very cool idea that you've got somewhere that is quite safe to keep your missiles and your weapon. I'm not saying this is the first Beast Wars toy that has that capability. There is quite a few that have the capability of really cleverly hiding their accessories so that you don't lose them. But this guy, I really like where it just all goes in the back, just like Primal. Everything's in the back. I'm going to transform him now. What you do, let me just bring these arms to one side and then bring the legs down like so. What is kind of easier to do at first, see the chest. Also, I'm just going to say quickly on the chest, be very careful, because this one, I've only just realised this, but this guy has these pop off the ball joints very, very easily. They've gone really, really pretty weak, actually. As soon as you move this one in particular, it just pops straight off with just absolutely no effort at all. But anyway, so what you do with this, you just bring these down, and you'll probably see it pop off in a moment anyway. See, look. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that one off for the moment, and so just bring those bits down. Now, what I do is the actual head, bring that completely down, then this whole back bit, and as you pull this bit down, the legs also become uncooped from the waist, so you end up having just this dangly mess. So then what you do is bring this whole back bit up, as you can see here, you bring it straight up like that, and it reveals the head, and then you just bring the back bit back up like so, bring the waist and the legs and everything back together again, and then you have the transition of that. But before, let me just do this, before you put the this head completely down, because that's how you finish it off. But before you do that, obviously we need to sort out these. Bits. So what you do, it really does take a little bit of manoeuvrability to try and get it in the right position. There you go. So you see, they basically just, where you've uncooped from the pegs of the actual, like these bits here that are now kind of dangling down, they just basically go back up and plug into the same ports. And then, as you can see there, he basically has these awesome, like missile launchers coming down. So what you do now, to finish him off, bring down this whole head bit, just bring it straight down to finish off the whole chest piece. And that is him in his robot mode. Let me just sort out his hands as well. He is just absolutely glorious. His robot mode is so good. You just see all these different colours coming out. You've got the gold on the head. You've got the weapon, which is also gold, which is his actual gun that does detach. You got the gold now coming out. You got the white and the red influence here coming out. The whole like grey blue shell colour as well. It just all just pops into your face, and I really do love this toy. But yes, so he has a great amount of movability, brilliant movement of the arms and the elbow, and a ball joint on the hands. 360 swivel of the waist, really good ball joint movement of the head, and the legs also that like have a lot of movability and a lot of knee and everything. He really has a really good amount of articulation. I mean, look at the head sculpt as well. Just aggressive. He also has a very strange battle mode, as you can see. This is essentially all the back end that completely just flips open. Got a really strange, like a smaller head, kind of like at the back. So I don't know what it's trying to be here. I don't know if I think it's more or less tried to be like some sort of a tank mode, battle mode. He has this gun as well. This is his actual blaster cannon gun, and he has 2 missiles as well. So basically, like as we all know, this is how it works. They basically just nip in just like that, and boom. Actually fires quite well. Actually, hope I haven't lost that. But anyway, and that just very nicely goes in his hand, like this. This very nicely goes in his hand, and he just got a kick ass with his missile launchers of doom and the gold pistol of awesomeness, and a cannon of awesomeness. But yeah, I really like this toy. Just amazing. I recommend him to any Beast Wars fanatic. And I will bid you farewell for this review, my friends. Thank you for watching. And yes, ba-boom!